So I actually read through the verses for anxiety too. So I wasn't sure that it was Psalms 32, but when I read Psalms 32, it was one of those chapters. As soon as I read it, I cried. And then I wanted to read it in every translation I could find. I love the Amplified because it uses a lot of extra words and breaks it down in a way. I'm going to pull that out. I have been going through a mess up and also grief, anxiety, all of that. I'm going to read it in the Message. I'm sorry, the Amplified. Okay. How joyful is the one. Sorry. Well, blessed, fortunate, prosperous, favored by God is he whose transgression is forgiven and whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man to whom the Lord does not impute wickedness, in whose spirit there is no deceit. When I kept silent about my sin, my body wasted away. Though my groaning all the day long, for day and night your hand of displeasure was heavy upon me. My energy, vitality, and strength was drained away as with the burning heat of summer. I acknowledged my sin to you, and I did not hide my wickedness. I said, I will confess all my transgressions to the Lord, and you forgave the guilt of my sin. Therefore, let everyone who is godly pray to you for forgiveness in a time when you are near and may be found. Surely when the great waters of trial and distressing times overflow, they will not reach the Spirit in him. I love this part. You are my hiding place. You, Lord, protect me from trouble. You surround me with songs and shouts of deliverance. I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you who are willing to learn with my eye upon you. Do not be like the horse or like the mule, which have no understanding, whose trappings include bridle and rein to hold them in check. Otherwise, they will not come near to you. Many are the sorrows of the wicked, but he who trusts in and relies on the Lord shall be surrounded with compassion and loving kindness. Be glad in the Lord and rejoice, you righteous who actively seek right standing with him. Shout for joy, all you upright in heart. And I believe there was one version that says he puts a Hosanna heart around his neck, but I felt so, I have been through the confession side. And as we talked about with anxiety, there's the isolation. And my isolation always starts with staying away from Bible study and not wanting to speak to friends that will say, why are you not at Bible study? So I had Debbie message me, I need to see your face. We need to talk. So she knew something was going on. But with God had showed me there's a difference between struggling with anxiety and a stronghold of anxiety. And I've struggled with anxiety since I was in the military, but it became a stronghold. And I would wear it like a coat. And so it was my identity. I can't do that because I have anxiety, or I can't go there because I have anxiety. And I would tell God what he could and couldn't do. And I learned one thing, the I found myself, I was about to go in somewhere, and I said, I can't go in there. And it was like the verse just boomed in my car. My thoughts are not your thoughts. My ways are not your ways. It was a church event that I knew would have a lot of people. But now that prayer is the first thing of my day, and it's the last thing in my day, it's a different ball game. And when I can't sleep, there's that verse, Psalms 4:8, when I lie down and sleep in peace, for you alone, O Lord, make me live in safety. When that doesn't work, I go through the ABCs of ways to describe God, and I will fall asleep. Debbie mentioned the be sober-minded, and 1 Peter 5:8. The verse before that in the Amplified, casting all your cares on him because he cares about you. Amplified. Casting all your cares, all your anxieties, all your worries, and all your concerns once and for all on him. For he cares about you with deepest affection and watches over you very carefully. And I spoke about it being a stronghold. When anxiety is a stronghold, I would think, now look what I've done. Look how I feel. But when it's just a struggle, I can say, look what he's done and trust what he says. So when she gave me this Psalms 32 to read, it goes from confess, but it has joy as the main thread through that whole Psalms. And I was so thankful and texted her right away to say thank you for sharing that with me. So thank you, Debbie.